students. Good afternoon, sir. So, in continuation with the lecture video what we saw earlier, we will now discuss a case study on welding process. So, particularly we will be discussing about these two workpieces. Okay, so these are made up of mild steel. These workpieces are made up of mild steel, which is an alloy of iron actually. Okay. So, why we are going for mild steel is that compared to normal iron, it is more ductile. So these types of workpieces can be used in fabrication of different components like your chair, desk which you are sitting. It's actually made up of mild steel. So if you see a chair and desk, it is made by welding process only. So to demonstrate that, we have taken these workpieces. So what we will be doing today is you will be analyzing these two workpieces in terms of welding. So we will be analyzing these joints and see whether these joints are fused together properly. If not, what is the reason for improper fusion? So that's what we will be doing today. So let's get into the case study.
So good afternoon everyone. So generally welding is a process of fusing two metals together. So there are two types of welding. One is gas welding and another one is arc welding. So majorly we are going to see about the arc welding. In this process we will use an electrode which contains an AC supply to fuse two metals together. So it has many types which will be explained like this.
There are many types of welding. Example is T-joints and it is lap joint, because two workpieces overlap and jointed, so it is called lap joint. And by the time it also called T-joint because it forms a T-joint after welded. And as you can see, there is some defects by seeing that. That is here is cracks and porosity and incomplete fusion. You can see the gap between the two joints. This is called incomplete fusion. And undercut and improper penetration. This is mostly due to contaminated materials or moistures with the materials, and other foreign components may be caused there.
We can able to see some cracks here. How the cracks are formed is they are due to the thermal stress, material properties and improper welding techniques. It is due to the overheating and the rapid cooling. We can prevent it by preheating. When we preheating the welding, we can able to slow cooling, and we can how to prevent the moisture from the air content, because it may cause the cracks. So we have to always keep the electrodes and materials dry, and the impurities should be definitely cleaned, because the impurities the major reasons also for the cracks. And we have to use lower hydrogen electrodes can be used for preventing cracks.
So as we said, there are more defects in the arc welding. So now I am going to talk about the porosity, which is a so as he said, it is the most important defect in the welding. So it is called porosity, which is causes by the air bubbles. Not only causes by the air bubbles, but also the moist and dust, which are under these particles. Yeah, like you are telling, like when we hold the electrode towards the workpiece, due to rapid or fast welding, it causes porosity, right? Yes, it causes porosity. But we need to maintain some distance between it, so we can cause some damages. Okay, but firstly we should clean the metal from dust, rust and oil to get the metals fused together perfectly. Yes, as you said, we have to clean it, but then we have to define about the metal's quality also. It should not be so thin or so thick. We have to use it in a particular thickness. So it's right, but when we started to weld, it should not be so slow or fast. It should be in a moderate, and our hand should be in a correct angle to weld the metals. Yes, I agree with you. But as sir said, we have to choose the correct material for it.
Okay, so very good students. Actually, you have defined three major welding defects here. So cracks was defined by Nanda Kumar. Pooja has discussed about porosity and air bubble formation. Nitish discussed about undercut and various other defects. So these are the common defects available in this welding process. We can eliminate this actually by using, by cleaning the workpiece. You should always use a clean workpiece in the welding process, and also the proper current should be maintained, and the movement of the electrode should be in such a way that complete fusion takes place. So these are the reasons we can avoid these welding defects. So my suggestion to you is, since you are students from AIDS department, you can analyze the implementation of AI for these things, because welding is a very large area. You can analyze how artificial intelligence can be implemented in these things to prevent the welding defects. So my suggestion to you is that when we take the next case study, we can take these topics, if it's okay with you. Shall we do the next case study?
Sure.
So thank you, students, for listening.
Thank you.